The team need to complete the winch rescue without any complications.
Right, sorry, winching out.
And nobody has heard from the disabled yacht. The Cheval de Mer left Nelson for Tauranga 7 days ago. The Northland Electricity Rescue Helicopter team is on a mercy dash after a passenger aboard a luxury cruise liner heading to New Zealand became ill.
There's an elderly gentleman that's been deemed by the medical staff on board to require urgent medical care. We don't exactly know what's wrong with him, so our paramedics, once on the deck, will assess exactly what his condition is and whether we are actually still able to transport him.
60 minutes after leaving base, the crew spots the cruise ship in the distance. After surveying the scene, the crew prepare for the rescue.
Okay, heading on down. You guys all set for winching? Yeah, good to go.
And clear it with the Italian crew.
Requesting permission to winch.
Okay. Take that as a yes.
We take that as affirmative to winch off the vessel.
Yes, affirmative, you can winch off the vessel.
It's a good size ship.
300 metres, he reckons.
That's a pretty big vessel, isn't it?
The big guy.
You know how high off the water that deck was, Steve?
5 or 6 stories.
Yeah.
The size of the ship will make the rescue challenging. The winch operation will need to take place at a higher height than normal to avoid the many hazards aboard.
Clear for the door?
Affirmative, clear for the door.
Time is critical. The team need to complete the winch rescue without any complications before fuel levels run low and they'll need to turn back to shore. The team need to be exact.
What's your height?
We're holding 150 feet at the moment.
Okay,
We'll probably come down a wee bit.
The lower we can, the better, but
Yeah.
just be aware of everything that's in front because the hazards are the big bloody stack right up the nose as well.
Just be aware of the smoke.
Yeah.
With the ship still steaming ahead, it's going to be a tricky winch job.
Okay, clear the winch when you are.
Clear the winch, and it's going to the door now.
The Cheval de Mer left Nelson for Tauranga 7 days ago. On board is skipper Pete Deacon and crew Bill Clegg and Richard Hope. The Cheval de Mer has set off its EPIRB, or emergency distress beacon, off the coast of the Kaipara.
It struck problems a couple of days ago. Its sails are torn and has no motor. So we're going to drop some things out to them, some food and some communication stuff, and see how they've fared overnight.
Nobody has heard from the disabled yacht for about 12 hours.
We don't have any indication that what might have happened, so potential for them to have been rolled by the waves or actually washed against the rocks. Going to see if you can get them on the radio.
Cheval de Mer, this is helicopter Helibed 1.
The response is an ominous silence. The rescue helicopter has spotted the Cheval de Mer. It's still afloat, but with a broken motor and ripped sails, it's floundering in the storm.
Helibed 1, we can see you.
Your radio is very, very weak. Confirm you're not in any distress. We're really struggling down here now.
The captain's home video footage shows both a crew and a boat in bad shape.
Ooh, all getting exhausted. The mainsail's gone, the genoa's torn. We're not eating. What food there is nearly rotten. And we've got a little bit of water left. If we can hold those sails together.
The crew on board are hoping that another boat will be able to tow them to safety. But because of the dangerous conditions, there is bad news.
The towboat hasn't been able to cross the Kaipara Bar to get to you, and they're asking if you are capable of holding on until conditions improve, which could be 24 hours or more. We're really struggling.
With the ship still steaming ahead, it's going to be a tricky winch job.
Okay, clear the winch when you are.
Clear the winch, and it's going to the door now.
Of course, with the ship's size, the medic will have to dangle 50 metres above the ocean.
And the door coming off safely.
Everyone's timing must be perfect, or paramedic Sam could collide with one of the many hazards.
Forward, right. Sorry, winching out. Right only 2. Hazards are good. Heading's good. Right only 1. Steady there. Approaching the deck. Hazards are clear. On the deck.
On board, a medical team is standing by with the Argentinian patient.
Are you the doctor? The doctor, yeah. Sam, that's my name. Yep.
The language barrier is making things difficult.
All the medical notes are in here? All the medical records in here. A story of his...
We have everything inside.
Thank you very
All
much.
the therapy, everything's happened, everything.
And an overly helpful ship's crew all want to have a say in the rescue plan.
Okay, now we put this inside this way.
No. Let's walk with them now. Let's move him to the winch area and we're good to go. No. He can come in the wheelchair out to here. Okay. Has he come out on the stern yet?
I'll just see if I can get him on com 1.
We're good to go, yeah? Can I just check the back, please? If some
Okay,
person...
just to explain to him how to...
We're good.
If you have difficulty, you can...
No. Let's walk with him now. Walk with him.
All this discussion is eating into the planned winch time, and the winchman needs to move.
Okay, so just 2 people. Yeah. Hey, thank you very much.
Finally, paramedic Sam gets the crew back, and the patient is ready to be winched.
Wave 2 coming on with a nappy. On the hook. Off the deck. Clear of the vessel. Second thumb. Come back and left. Halfway to the aircraft. Coming out at your 2 o'clock. Yeah. Hey, at the aircraft. On safety. Coming to the door. Coming inside.
With the man safely on board, the ship can continue on her way.
Delitals, Costa Delitals, 16, go ahead.
Thank you very much for your help.
But it's not over for the crew. The paramedics need to find the cause of the man's symptoms.
We just want to ask him if he's ever had any pain in his chest over the last day or so. Is that a scar down his chest?
20 kilometres off the Kaipara coast, things are going from bad
This is the 4th day. What food there is nearly rotten.
to worse for the crew of the Cheval de Mer.
We have one back injury on board.
Copied.
Sailor Bill Clegg has fallen and injured his back.
With that back injury, I reckon the risk of coming off would be higher than... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if the back injury can stay on, okay.
With no rescue boat in sight and a winching operation proving too dangerous for the injured crew member, the sailors are going to have to hold tight.
What is the weather like tomorrow?
Southerly 40 knots. Sea very rough.
It's more bad news for the crew, but from today with a new radio, they should be able to update rescue services of their progress.
We're going to drop some things down. I've had communication problems in the past, so we're dropping them down a radio and some food items, some fruit and energy bars, as well as one of the local newspapers for them to read to pass the time.
Getting the aid package into a rolling boat in the middle of a storm is a challenge.
We'll run it from this position and stick it between the dinghy and the deck. Copy.
Copy, we'll get on deck and wait for it.
There's multiple hazards on the boat. Yep.
Immediate ones are that back sail and getting fouled up on the side.
Yep.
Hazard is also that main mast moving around a fair bit. Okay, move forward 10 and right. Well, that boat's moving around a fair bit. Move forward 9 and right. Move forward 6 and right.
Your turn.
Move forward and right 5. You're climbing.
Yep.
Move forward and right 4. The weight is on the deck. We can move back and left. Target's at your 3 o'clock.
On board, a crew member retrieves the package, but there is a problem.
Steady there, steady there, steady.
The high line is snagged on the mast.
So left only.
Yeah, left only 3.
The only option is to release the line.
Okay, which way?
And the Cheval de Mer is left to tough out the coming days.
Everybody on shore is watching out for you, but just as a recovery, it's difficult for the boat to get over the bar at the moment. But everyone's got their thinking caps on. We've been speaking to your families, they send their best wishes, and they know you're capable of carrying it out.
Nice to know you there, boys.
Another rough and uncomfortable night beyond the bar. The swells subside enough for an attempt at towing the Cheval de Mer to safety. The Coastguard enlists the help of a hefty tug to make the attempt.
We discovered them about 12 miles closer to the bar than they should have been. Yeah, they were very happy to get the end of that rope.
And it's not a moment too soon.
Another, what, hour? I reckon they would have been on the bar. If they'd hit that, they would be now looking for a funeral procession.
Coastguard volunteers are now racing the outgoing tide to get the yacht safely home.
We're going to struggle to get them up to Helensville as it is against the tide. Tide's starting to drop now.
Before entering the narrow waters, the rescue team need to shorten the tow rope. There is one more hurdle for the exhausted crew. With the snag unravelled, it's mission accomplished. And finally the men reach land. But there's no doubt it's been a close shave for these sailors.
There was a bit of a fright there at one stage, yeah. But, yeah, so we're here. That's the main thing. We're not looking at the lid.
I've got 2 hours worth of gas. Might as well go direct to Wanneroo.
The paramedics need to get information on the patient quickly.
Is that a scar down his chest? Yep. Triple 3 or 4? 5.
Medics need to know more of the man's history, but again the language barrier is an issue. One of the pilots, however, has a limited amount of German, which the man also speaks.
Guten Tag, Peter. Mein Name ist Russell. Ich habe vor 5 Jahren in der Schweiz gelebt. Mein Deutsch ist nicht Hochdeutsch. Okay, so probieren mit 1 oder 2 Sprachen. Haben Sie Schmerzen in den letzten 2 Tagen im Herz?
He soon has a rundown of the events leading up to the rescue.
Okay, moment. Okay, he's had no pain in the heart. Yep. In the last 2 days. And no other medical problems. Okay, that seems interesting. Let's get those noses on work.
But along with the language barrier, there's another complication.
He's mentioning something about, I think it's really hard for me to understand. It's been a while since I've been in Germany and Switzerland, but he had problems when he was on a plane with his pulse. Oh, okay. He just said when I was in a plane I had problems. Oh, okay. So I think he's probably just giving us heads up. Yep. We're watching it here. Your pulse on here, yeah, and your heart on here.
While the man will need to be carefully monitored, he appears to be stable for now. And the only problem here is a case of bad German.
Can you just tell him I just need to shave his chest a little bit? No chance. Oh boy, that was talk about being put on the spot. You've done well. Thank you very much, Russell. It's helpful.
My German was awful.
I thought you did pretty well, mate.
2 hours and 15 minutes after beginning their journey, the chopper crew have landed in their sights.
Look out the window. That's Northland, nice, eh? Beautiful beaches. Very nice. Welcome to New Zealand.
And soon have the patient at Whangarei Base Hospital, where he was carefully monitored and discharged without incident.